Hey there guys, what's up? Ragtter here, welcoming you back to Pokemon Showdown, where we are taking on another BattleSpot VGC's 2015 Double Battle. Well, I should say it's a replay. I already took on this battle. But before we get into the battle, I have a question for you. Which attack do you hate to be hit by? Me personally, it's the Will-O-Wisp. It halves your attack, it does a damage over time, it's infuriating to be hit by, and the chance to miss makes when you do get hit by it just that much more punishing. You feel like you've really been punched in the face there. So, this is another battle with my Venusaur team. I am leading off with my typical Thundurus and Milotic lead. And my opponent has chosen Aromatisse and Hariyama. Now, I'm going to start the battle, and I was not aware that Aromatisse cannot be taunted due to Aroma Veil. So the presence of the Hariyama is a bit of a red herring for me. But I decide to switch out of Thundurus, and Venusaur there takes the fake out. And I figured I would rather lose a turn to Venusaur taking a little damage than have Thundurus take the fake out and just completely lose that turn and not get a taunt off, not do anything significant. At least Venusaur out here can Mega Evolve, and he immediately takes a Psyshock. And it does... I'm not going to say that's an insignificant amount of damage, that was more than a quarter, but Venusaur has the tools to make that up. So Hariyama takes off an enormous swath of Milotic's HP. That is not funny. That is not okay. Milotic is crippled now. Well, I get off a Leech Seed onto Hariyama, and he is just having none of that. He switches out into Cresselia, and I decide Milotic needs to stick around for a little bit. So I'm going to switch out of Milotic, and I'm going to go into Thundurus. Now here, you will see me taunting Aromatisse and it failing. And that is because Aromatisse has the Aroma Veil ability, and that blocks it and its allies from taking taunts. And I didn't know that. I don't see very many Aromatisse. I wasn't really prepared for it. But I do get off the Thunder Wave onto Aromatisse, and that's not bad. It's going to slow it down, and you're going to say with a Trick Room, that's just even better for it. But the chance to be paralyzed is significant, and that Trick Room will eventually wear off. Now Venusaur gets laid into with the Psyshocks. They are trying so hard to get rid of Venusaur. My opponent does not want Venusaur around anymore. But I get off a Leech Seed onto Cresselia, and that gives me the perfect opportunity to set up a Protect, to use Protect, and to get a little Leech Seed recovery. Now that's going to put me well into safe range of taking both of their Psyshocks. Try saying that 3 times fast. And then I can begin to have fun. Now, that's 2 Leech Seeds up there, and while their Psyshocks do a significant amount of damage, also I said do, Aromatisse might have missed out on the opportunity to take out Venusaur. If she had doubled up, Victory Force has a male avatar, had doubled up into Venusaur, I could have lost him there, but he set up the Trick Room instead, which I did have a feeling he was going to do. Now Thundurus manages to get off the Thunder Wave onto Cresselia, and takes the Psyshock from Aromatisse. Meanwhile, Cresselia is completely paralyzed. Venusaur, behind that Protect, gets most of its HP back via the Leech Seed. Can you believe this? The Thunder Wave pays off in full with a double paralysis. I get so much HP back from the Leech Seed. I managed to get off a Thunderbolt. I kinda wish I had left Aromatisse alive. The extra recovery would have been nice and beautiful. But the Giga Drain heals me to full, and Cresselia sits there almost dead. Now he was clearly counting on the Small to do more than it probably should be able to. He Mega Evolves, and this is not an insignificant threat, but now it is a paralyzed minor threat. Cresselia heals up with its Moonlight, so I interpret that as it's going to give Venusaur more HP for more turns. I get off another Leech Seed onto Mawile, who is paralyzed and cannot move, so it didn't even get to attack this turn. And it gets it again! It gets it again! A double paralyze! It's a 2-turn paralyze for Mawile, who feeds Venusaur. Oh, the Leech Seed, the Giga Drains, Thundurus's Thunderbolts and Thunder Waves. My opponent is bogged down, Every turn, he isn't killing me, he is feeding me. The twisted dimensions return to normal, and Victory Force has had enough and throws in the towel. Personally, I would have also thrown in the towel. What I was doing was absolutely ridiculous. But he couldn't stop me. I had the Leech Seeds up. I had the Thunder Waves up. He had nothing that could take either of those attacks. He did actually. He had Ferrothorn, but he didn't bring it. He didn't bring Ferrothorn against a Venusaur. Ferrothorn could have stopped me dead in my tracks. It doesn't take the Leech Seed. It takes absolutely no damage from the Giga Drain, and it's completely immune to the Sludge Bomb. I would have had to use something else. I guess he didn't want to bring it in against the Heatran, and probably against the Garchomp too. But against the Venusaur, I would have at least brought Heatran. I would have at least brought Heatran, but nope. My opponent brought 2 Trick Room users, Hariyama and Mega Mawile. And Venusaur made him rage quit. And rightfully so, I would rage quit too. Like I said before, that's nonsense. But his loss is my victory and more food for my Mega Venusaur. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a comment with what attack you do not like to be hit by, and I will see you next time as we return to Pokemon Showdown. Until then, take care and have a good one. Bye-bye!